I've been clean for a while. No, you never get fully clean from that kind of thing. Look. Now, one of the big things with this is this can quickly generate enormous amounts of experience points for you. Building is just... mining was always like an experience farm. One of the more effective ones. But this is just gloriousness. Building has basically completely replaced mining for, in my opinion, the best way to get experience. You will still get an awful lot of experience, especially if you've got traits, perks that allow you to get more from mining. Because I believe the experience is very heavily tied to the amount of resources you pull back. But I need some to drink. Also going to want some eggs and bacon. Is this Rathma's resting place? Yes. We're going to go with yes. I still have that cutscene, because I haven't progressed since the last Diablo stream, because I'm saving it for you guys. But I still have that poor cutscene in my head. I felt so much empathy towards Lilith at that moment. Kind of wounded way she spoke of Rathma. You can see very clearly my experience bar jumping with each one of these that I lay down. Now, once again, we'll know at 8 o'clock if today is the Horde day or whether it's going to wander all the way to the 8th day. But I don't think I'm going to focus on any kind of questing or anything until we've got the basics of this. Ah, damn it all. The basics of this made. Not all 36 of them. You know what? Fine. Just give me the stones. There we are. Repair. Oh yeah, if you've got an auger, if you've got power tools and you've got high perks for like block damage, you will level crazy fast. But by the time you've got like a good auger and all of the perks unlocked for tool damage, you're probably late game anyway. Comparison kind of breaks down a little bit at that point. I'm going to poke my head up, because now would be an awful time for a zombie to just drop in on me. No, we're good. I am going to say that there is a better than average chance that today is Horde Night. Again, we do have Horde Night wandering, so it isn't as simple as day 7 is Horde Day. Yeah, upgrading blocks is still very, very profitable in terms of experience. Right, this forms the base of the pit. Then we'll just build up the walls then. And upgrade to Cobble as we go. The initial Horde base, I think we're just going to do without anything too fancy. It's just going to be a single open pathway to where I'm going to stand, and I might go for melee. I don't know, really. But there is a decent chance I'll try a melee build for the Horde base, because I've never done one of those. Not one that was focused on melee. Done plenty that had the option for it, but never one that was designed specifically with melee in mind. I need rocks. Spotting them right now is difficult thanks to the fog that's rolled in. And by rocks, what I really mean is that, there we are, large ones. Straight over their head. Really? How did that miss? The shoulder, that was clearly a miss. Ah, really? You chose then to slow down? Scallywag. Job's a good one. Let's get back to gathering some more. Actually, let me make sure my weapons are loaded. Yeah, they are. Let's get back to gathering this. Yeah, melee Horde base sounds interesting. Yeah. Anyone else getting flashbacks of Hydronia? What do you mean? How is this like Hydronia? I'm genuinely curious about that one. Though Hydronia has added a fair bit since the last time I checked that out. Lots and lots of Aavak. Well, okay, yeah, yeah, there was lots of digging in Hydronia. Fair point. I completely see the comparison now. Yep, you are speaking the true. There was an awful lot of digging in Hydronia. Yeah. I really enjoyed it though, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, Demi, do you think you could do me a solid and clear out the backseat passes? I've read all of them. Read them as they were coming in today. I'm kind of surprised with myself. I've been on the ball. Then I dropped the ball when in regards to raids, which arguably a worse ball to drop. Nevertheless, I am impressed. Yeah, you can do farming now in Hydronia. Maybe time for us to come back. Like, I felt that we did a pretty solid run. Like, there was not really much more for me to do, other than make like deeper drills at a different site, and that in and of itself wasn't that appealing. But new mechanics at a different site, which has got you know, a more expansive place for us to go, that sounds very appealing. I think one of the big things for me though is that because we've got such a comprehensive like starter base, it's doing everything that a later stage base would do already. Like it's got all of the materials being generated. There's nothing that it can't generate. It's just time. I forgot. Did you ever use the vehicles? Yeah, the tractor, yeah. I've been using that for quite some time, actually. Let's get back. I'll also chop this tree down. Well, it's going to miss because it strayed off target a bit. That one will definitely hit, though. And now. Yep. Alright. Let's clear out some more of the trees on the way. Oh, those vehicles weren't in when I did Hydronia. If there was a mining vehicle and a farming one, yeah, those weren't there, yeah. Trees have never done damage to you in this if they fall on you, as far as I'm aware. Unless I'm very mistaken. However, they very much do in Valheim, which you might be thinking about. They are supremely deadly in Valheim. Stamina regen. Oh, trees did murder back in the day. Oh, wow. Slowly working our way through. It would have been earlier than 17. Oh, right. Yeah. The Alpha 17. I think I started playing at Alpha 15. I don't know if tree damage was implemented back then or not, but I definitely... I was around when they first brought in like electronic traps and lights. Back when you still had like wooden spikes that were literal just spikes, like you'd imagine on the top of a palisade. Right, now we just dig this down, build out a floor, and then build a base to the floor. What we want is to save ourselves some time and effort by basically undermining this. Not what I wanted to do it, but okay. Thirsty, yes, perpetually, unfortunately. And also hungry, so let's grab some of that. I'm going to be sad. 7 Days to Die was the first game I ever... Why are you sad about that? Pretty cool game to have kickstarted. Am I going to stream Starfield? There is a much better than average chance that I will, yes. I feel I could get lost in Starfield, and I would very much like to. Ah... I do wish this shovel was a high quality though, oh my lord. It is painful. Just that it's been a long time. Yeah, I mean some games will stay in development for ages, like heck, RimWorld was in development for like... How long was RimWorld in development before it fully released? Like, officially released? 5 years? 7 years? Something like that? It was a long time. Yep. Save ourselves a bit of effort. There's also a good chance that I'll stream City Skylines 2, yeah. I loved City Skylines 1. Punk. Okay, I've got a little bit to dig up here, but that's fine. Oh no. What? I'll jump out in a second. Remember the poop flood, everyone? Damn it, Jeff, why? I think everyone who's played that game has been curious and tried. I don't think there's a single City Skylines player who hasn't, at some point, whether by intent or accident, caused a poop tsunami. Okay, I think by the time we've built the walls to this area, I should have another level, which would be very, very nice indeed. In fact, by the time I finish the floor. There we go. Right, with that, I think it probably behooves me to go for something like Motherload. Or minus 69 now. Increase tool damage and block damage, and stamina cost. Yeah, we definitely need that. I probably should have gotten that as one of the priority skills before I started doing this, honestly. Yep. It is Horde Night, okay. Right then, chat, it's going to be a regular Day 7 Horde Night. I think we're probably in a pretty solid position to have a Horde Night built before the end of the night. Or the beginning of the night, as the case may be. My concern is my lack of particularly useful weapons. I need to get some more stone to have more cobble, which is an issue in and of itself, because I don't have a mine. That would make gathering it easy. Is that coal? Yeah, no, that's lead. That coal or stone? I think that's stone. No, it's lead. Damn it! That's stone, though. But the first Horde Night is never particularly bad, so I'm not worried too much about what we build. As long as I've got something that keeps me from being directly in a firing line with zombies, that should be enough. Yeah, so they don't nibble my toes. You cannot make a lead house, sadly. You cannot just make structures out of a particular material. The game has to have a block specifically for that material. Just the way it be. Each one of these takes a reasonably large amount of materials to make. So I might have to forego cobbling it all. In that case, the most important parts of the cobble will be the lower part and the pillar. Just so that the zombies don't really consider it an efficient path to try and take. A lot of this is about convincing the zombies that it's better just to attack me in the direction I've designed and want them to attack me from. The lack of a robotic sledge means that I can't really go for any kind of push trap. So it's all going to come down to forcing them to approach at a manageable trickle. Especially if I'm going to be using a melee weapon that I'm not familiar with. Which I probably am, as I think spear makes the most sense. I like the idea of daggers for my primary melee weapon, but for Horde Night I think spears might be a better choice. Right, Lord, thank you ever so much for the 34 months, buddy. Oh, are we having a conversation about the console version of 7 Days? I feel so bad for them for that, because they get so much flack for abandoning the console players and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they literally couldn't. Legally, they couldn't update it. And I do understand that it's confusing. The whole rights system is just confusing inherently. But there's so much dogpiling, and they could do nothing. They probably felt worse about the fact that they couldn't do anything with the console version, not out of any kind of altruism, but simply out of the fact that it's their game, but they weren't allowed to release it on console or update it because of the various licensing thing. Well, they can update the console version now. However, one thing I will say, before you purchase anything, okay, so I'm going to do a history lesson and listen to the whole thing. It's not long, but listen to it all because it is convoluted. So when they first were looking to do a console release, they basically signed the licensing agreement across to Telltale to produce and then distribute the console version. So Telltale owned the right to do that, not the Fun Pimps. The Fun Pimps would get royalties out of it, but they signed over all of the development and the distribution to Telltale. When Telltale then went bankrupt, a lot of people were like, oh, well, what's going to happen to the console version? Because the PC version continued to be updated, but effectively the rights, the license to the console version of 7 Days to Die were part of the kind of the assets which were then sold off to kind of pay for Telltale's debts. So the Fun Pimps didn't have access to that. They couldn't work on or release the console version. And yet they were constantly getting slammed by console players who felt, and I understand why they felt this way, because again, it's such a convoluted, stupid situation. It's like, yeah, we made the game, but no, we're not allowed to sell it or update it on console, because although we are the owners of the game, we don't own the rights to release it on console. Someone else owns that because it was sold to them to cover the debt that Telltale left behind. So it took them ages to solve that, but they now have. However, and this is where it really sucks for the console players, because on the surface you might be like, oh, well, you know, it's resolved now, that's great. Whilst they can now develop and release console port of 7 Days to Die, and thus can update it to the same version as the PC version, they still don't own the rights to the original console version. So it's a completely different game. They will never be able to update that version for all the people who own it currently. The only way they will, like, if you owned it on Xbox or something, the only way that you're going to be able to play it on Xbox, though I think it's more for the next-gen versions right now, but would be to buy the game again, which sucks so bad, but that's just the way of it. So the reason why I said wait until I get to the end of the story, if you want it on console and you don't already have it, do not buy it yet, because it hasn't been released by the Fun Pimps yet. It's going to be released by them in the later part of this year or the early part of next year, and buy that version. Do not buy the one that was currently available. I mean, I'll be honest, I can't remember the dates exactly, so, you know, just do your due diligence, look it up, make sure that you're buying the one that is being released by the Fun Pimps, not by Telltale, and you should be good. But yeah, it's just such a horrible scenario, because it's ultimately the console players that got screwed over by it all. Such a mess. Such a dire mess. Yeah, got to be super careful it's not the ex-Telltale version. Yeah, it is so convoluted, and I honestly feel for everyone involved. You know? I feel for the players who are rightly, you know, furiously frustrated with the situation, because it wasn't their fault. But I also feel horrible for the fun pimps because they, you know, they didn't want to not be able to put their best, the best version of their game out. It must have been infuriating for them to just realize it was still being sold for consoles, and so more and more people were getting angry at them. It was a non-resolving issue. It was just getting worse over time, not better. And there was no obvious way to fix it. Telltale, a cautionary tale in general, yeah. Road Train, I don't know. I mean, because it's... that would be a nice gesture from the fun pimps to allow people who owned a copy of the original to get a discount on it. But I really, really wouldn't know whether they would or not. It would certainly be a nice gesture, though. But the fun pimps being out of pocket, because I mean, I don't know how many people own it. Like I've literally no idea. You know, if it's in the millions, then that's quite a lot of money. I should imagine it's less than that, but nevertheless, I couldn't speak to how economically viable it would be for them. Because as much as they've made a lot of money on this game, they've also got wages to pay, and a lot of money is being consumed by this game. How did Telltale go belly up? I don't know. That's probably a masterclass on why that happened, if I'm honest. It's probably a cautionary tale told by all kinds of business schools, really. I wouldn't know. Is the long and short of it, but it was very messy. What kind of horde base am I building? Asks Soral the Sol. I am building a... Oh, actually, you know what? I was so engrossed in what we were just discussing. Let me just check something. The lesson here, do not sign away the rights of your game. Yes, Soral the Sol. Very, very true indeed. But the horde base, I'm going to build probably a stilted horde base with a corridor. Well, not a corridor, a pathway to it. It's the least cheesy one that I can think of. At short notice. As much as I'm a fan of cheese, I'm not a fan of cheesy gubbins. No, actually, I am totally a fan of cheesy gubbins. Cheesy gubbins. But I'm not a fan of cheesing the AI too badly. Need a drink? Two drinks, in fact. Good morning, Pagan Samurai. But yeah, Telltale went, you know, at the end of the day, they spent more than they made. Let's put it that way. That's probably the easiest way to summarize it all. And the consequence was they went bankrupt, and a lot of projects went with them. I think it's a combination of they were too successful for their own good in a way. So as a consequence, they took risks that perhaps a more modestly successful company would not have. You know, the belief that you couldn't fail suddenly colliding head on with the reality that, oh yes, you can. Pagan Samurai, so I got a new job. Oh, congratulations, Pagan Samurai. I am sure the rest of chat join me in offering you our heartfelt and most sincere congratulations. I hope it is a wonderful job. Yeah, they definitely grew too much, too quick, and imploded. Yeah, it happens to a lot of successful businesses. The ones that genuinely believe, and this is why, because I've heard all sorts of conspiracy theories. Telltale was just, it's like a bunch of scammers. Well, not really scammers, but, people who intended to just quickly build her up and then bail. The thing with that is, while that definitely does happen, people who will get some really good idea and will grind it, get loads of backers, and then we'll just kind of vamoose with most of the money and let the half-finished, half-baked idea collapse in on itself. It's quite often when that's the intent, they get out when it's still worth something. They don't end up sinking with the ship. So, I think Telltale was, for better or worse, a victim of its own success. They genuinely meant to succeed. They just failed. Of course, it's not like I've got first-hand information about what went on behind closed doors and stuff, but that's the impression I got. Oh yeah, Gip95 mentioned it might not be possible for Fun Pimps to check if someone has a version of the other game. That is a very good point, because it's not like they're going to have access to serial numbers or anything like that to cross-reference things by. One would assume maybe they will. I don't know. But it was probably a non-trivial issue to work out if someone should be given a discount or not. Sad to say. Let's go for 300. Hey, Zark1, 56 months. Thank you so much, mate. Your continued support is absolutely beyond appreciated. I couldn't even begin to put into words how much it means to me, especially given that I haven't been able to stream as much as I want to. I've been suffering badly from creator guilt. It's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I haven't done this in so long. Oh no, that's so unfair on people. What shall I do? I don't know, because I want to do this, but I should be doing this. I'll do nothing, and I'll just feel bad. It's basically been my life for the last little while. Right. Want this, donk, and then want these. This one, donk. Right, so that's base level. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, I think. We're going to go all the way up. Dunk. So that's going to be the height of our pillar. 5 seems like a good, solid height. I think a cop exploding or a demolisher, that's probably a safe distance to be from that. Spiders can jump 5, can they? Okay, well then that also is helpful. I couldn't remember why 5 was sticking in my mind as a significant number, but that might be it. Alright, okay. So, now that it's up there... do we want to go ultra sketch? Like, do or die levels? Or do we want to be a little bit more sensible? And make this a bit bigger. Because this is the central pillar. So I can build out from this in a couple of directions for a decent way. For example, I could definitely have a support pillar make this whole area like a 5x5 room up there, or I could make it literally a 3x3 room up there. What do you think? Let's be a little bit more conservative and go for a 3x3. I'd like to copy the rotation, but we'll just do this. Ah! Okay, womp. Womp womp. Right. There we go. Do not have long, sadly, chat. To go through every other possible rotation. Dunk. Right. This is going to be the support of my base. For now, I'm just going to make it out of wood so that I can make it quickly. Because I've got a lot more wood than I've got anything else. I also need to make spikes at the bottom of this pit, otherwise it really will do nothing to deter the zombies. Well, actually, no, I think it will still deter them. But I think the spikes will just add that little bit more, you know. Also, I only need 8 of them. Still, that uses quite a lot of materials to do. Oh my lord, it takes a while. Okay, well, I'm going to use this opportunity then to head back to base and set up a bunch of iron arrow heads to be made. Additionally, I'm going to want some food. And I would like to set up some red tea to be made as well, and also check the dew collector. Could probably repair these doors, honestly. Can I? No. Right then. Split that. And then we're going to put another 30 minutes of fuel in. We don't have that long until Horde night, so possibly not necessary, but here we are. 200 is more than we are ever going to use in this Horde base. For the first Horde night. Like, I'm over-preparing to a comical degree right now. But, you know, it's not as you mean to go on and all that. From the dew collector? Oh no. I've been wasting dew. Awful. Let's put in 5 minutes worth. And I would like all of the red tea you can make. That'll take it 8 minutes. Okay, let's bump that up to 10 then. Close enough. Can I actually burn? Oh, I can. I wonder. I don't want to, but good to know. Pop in the... did I? Oh yeah, I only had that much water to turn into it. Let's make more. Another 5, and then some goldenrod tea. I would prefer to have the speciality teas rather than just the water. Okay. Those are made. I should have enough to go with that. Don't yet have the ability to make better clothing yet, sadly. Alright. If we make just a means for the zombies to get up to me and run toward me, then I can melee them from the front. As long as I armor that part to Cobble, I should be okay. Don't know if we're likely to see vultures. Let's have a look at my game stage. Game stage is 21. I don't know if that's going to be enough for vultures to spawn or not. But I'm cautious about it all the same. Right, remind me we need to get back here relatively quickly before the Horde actually starts. I strongly suspect we're going to be done with the Horde before midnight. Again, I am drastically over-preparing. Now, question, chat. And you may have an answer, you might not. But would you... Actually, I can look this up myself. Where is it? Stop being lazy, Aavak. Right, horizontal support is 40, mass is 5. Okay, well that's nice and easy then. So that means exactly 20 blocks of support. No, that's 20 blocks of support, Aavak? Oh, I'm sorry, my brain is mush. Right, let's get you going up there. Hey, Omai, how you doing? Always wonderful to see you in chat. Right, so, actually, ooh, Cobble has a different support amount. Tell me? No. Let me have a quick look at that. Oh, horizontal support is 120. If I make it out of wood... Yeah, that would be 24 blocks of support. Okay, so I'm down for that. Since that block is Cobble there, that can support up to 24 blocks in this direction. So let me just quickly do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a break. Oh, actually... Does that not work that way? See, that's what happens when support is broken. Wonder. Thought Cobble would be able to... Oh, it's possible that a different shape has less support, maybe? Horizontal support is 120, and the mass of a regular block is only 5. Oh, hi! Of course. Wandering Horde just before Horde night. Some things never change. Decent Wandering Horde, too. You yoink. So grab you. Now, I am certainly not upset about getting a Wandering Horde when this is the kind of loot I'm getting from it. This is very much approved of. Right, let's go and deal with the others while she bleeds out. What's up, my dude? Hot shot. Hello, boat. Hello, nurse. And hello, Mo. Any others slip by me? No. This is definitely one of the things I love about the knife. Is you can just go around plink each one once, and they're going to just keep bleeding. Because zombies don't know how to use bandages. Also, they kind of announce where they are. Getting on a bad little horde there. See what I got. What shoes am I currently using? Padded boots. Yeah, these are just shoes, so I'm not going to go for those. What I will do, though, is change the colours of something. We'll go with this. We do not yet have a unified theme, okay? Shh. Scrap that. Got some forged steel out of that. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, content warnings based on the game. 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just make sure that these will, in fact, support each other. They will. So I could have something like that this far out, and then that be the the connection point. So I just need to upgrade that to Cobble. I don't think I've got time to do this the justice it needs. So we're just going to have to rush job this and hope that I've got something functional. Thankfully, making building blocks is really easy. I'm going to need this to at least be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. Then I'm going to want it one more than that. I don't want to leave it as this basic stuff, though. That was a good little experience, Horde, though. Very much improved. Now, the only block of this that I need to be upgraded to Cobble is technically the one that's connected to the ramp. That's all. Anything more than that, it's just surplus. I do want to try and upgrade these, though. I would like stairs blocks if I can. We're running out of time, but I think we've still got enough. But I would like to actually put the full path there before I do too much more. The reason why I'm putting 3 thick paths here, on the other side I'm going to pop down ladders. Actually, I'll just make some ladders. 6, 12, 18. I want to make it very accessible to the zombies. If the zombies should fail to be to find a viable path up, that's when they're going to get very angry and start breaking things. And we want them to not do that. We want them to come over to me and try and have a chit-chat with my knife and or my gun. Might not have enough time to make a spear, sadly. How do you pick up blocks once you upgrade them? You can't. Once they're upgraded, you have to break them. Which is why I'm only upgrading these ones to wood. So I suspect that in the future I'm going to want this to be a bit more extensive and much further out. This is a relatively short path that the zombies are going to have to get to me. Don't even know if I've got enough wood to finish this, frankly. So this might be a bit of a tight one. I could force it, but no. Let's just get this fully built up. I may have bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll see. Worst thing comes to worst, I'll have to just defend from one of the townhouses. But I would like to use my own horde base if I can. Now, each hour is about 2 minutes in game time. So I have a solid 5 minutes before things start to get hairy. 10 PM is when the horde starts. I've still got enough wood to be able to finish all of this, but without stairs, they're going to be a little bit more inclined to do damage there. Alright, I'm going to need to take out a couple of trees, go back, grab my arrows, and then get back over to the horde. Still love how you get great experience points from building. Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey Rui, how you doing, mate? Thank you so much for the 73 months, and James the Dabbler for 23. Diolch yn fawr iawn to both of you. Alright, let's make a bunch of frames. 20 should do. I'm gonna just get across, connect across to it. I'm gonna need to do that from down here though. Sod it. I just realized that I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble getting up here and placing the blocks I need to place. Because I've got to carefully connect them in the middle like that, otherwise it breaks. Right, it's good enough. Let's go grab the iron arrows. Now, once I get back, I will quickly throw together a platform for me to sit on and to attack through. Did I not close that? My lord. Ultimately, for a tier 1 horde, I could easily fight from up here. There is no particular reason why I would need to fight from anywhere else. I need all the feathers. Would they be in here? Yes, they would. It's good enough. Let's go ahead. Iron arrow, go. Just need 100. There is almost certainly not going to be 100 zombies for me to fight. But just in case. Right, let's go. Hey, Silent Psychopath. Thank you so much for that gift sub. That is super kind of you, mate. And Go Smoke, thank you very much as well, buddy. Let's not do that. And can I pick this up? There we go. Right. It's almost time. Now, I would like to actually upgrade these a bit more than I have. I'm going to upgrade this one just so that there's more structural integrity. Don't really need it, but I feel a bit more comfortable with it than without. Now, it is always wise to upgrade from both sides and meet in the middle, because the structural integrity is calculated from the anchor point. So this one. So whilst having two halves meet in the middle might allow it, because both sides are just slightly like 1 or 2 blocks shorter than they need to be, if you don't do that, then it can cause some issues. I want... No, we want a different block. This one, I want advanced rotation. And I want it to be sidelong. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this should mean that the zombies will be stuck jumping over these, which gives me time to set up proper aim. This is the most jank horde base I've ever made. How did it come to this, chat? I don't even actually have a decent block to isolate myself. If I can quickly get a frame archway to be safe from, that would be perfect. Oh no. Cancel those then. Hubris? Yeah, no, that's true. Hubris is probably why I'm here. Good call. Can I make a hatch? No. Well. I needed a tree. I do not have one. Do I have enough time? No. No, I don't. Alright then, chat. This is it. Let's make sure all my guns are ready. This is about as simple a horde base as you could possibly design. I'm actually going to throw down a quick torch here and on the other side as well. And then we're going to jump back up. Get a little bit of extra light. Whoop. Now, the thing with the zombies is they should be stuck trying to cross these. Should be enough. We'll see. There. This is my melee. I didn't bring any bones! The one thing I wanted to bring. Balls. Alright. Yep, bad. Good. Yep. Morning, you scoundrels. Uh-oh. I really need you to fall down. Like right now. Actually. Oh. Bad news, bears. I'm stunned. That's super bad. Come on. I need another hit. Oh, okay. Moving. You need to stop bleeding. You need to stop bleeding. Need help. Don't panic. We're fine. Some more health, actually. Right, moving up. Don't mind me. Now, this is going to cause the zombies to get a little bit anxious about me leading them on the many chase. But it's okay. What I can't abide is any kind of concussion effects happening soon. Right, roll it down. That's good. On the move again. Let's get a little bit more health. And this is why we have a nice path like this. What are you doing over there, you scoundrel? Get off that block. I've got no stamina. Oof, need a drink. Use. Ta-da. The nice thing is that they will all jump down when I do. I'll take a little bit of damage. And we can get back up top. Am I hungry? No, I should be okay. Right, let's start reloading. And on the move. Uh-oh. Oh, reloading is so slow. That was unfortunate. I didn't anticipate that. But I do have it reloaded. What I want is for them to fall off, ideally. Okay, no, that missed. That's fine. Let's get back down. What I can't do is let concussion happen at the wrong moment for me. That would be extremely loud. Okay, come on up. And let's reload while I've got time. Good. Right, heading back down. Got full stamina now. Excuse me, will you stop? Hello. Right, have I reloaded? I have not. Let's reload then. Hello? It's not good. That, however, is. Gotta make the headshots. Oh, crop shots also count, apparently. Crop shots are never quite accounted for. There we go. Right, there we go. Now we've got a bit more control over the scenario. I can safely go for the headshots. The legs are also pretty good when they jump up on this block. Oh. Yeah. Goodbye. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, thank you. Uh-oh. Out of stamina. Knives don't use a lot, but they do use some. Oh, Mo! You're not meant to be up here, dude. Still out of stamina. You are at least bleeding. Which does help. Are you going to fall down? No, you are not. That's unfortunate. I'm going to have to fall down then. Whew. There I was, expecting to be done by midnight. A little bit off on my estimation, sadly, because we didn't manage to finish the whole base. If I could just stand here shooting them, it would be a different matter, but alas, no. But considering this base is basically made of wood, still not doing too badly. Come along. Ow. Did you just get afraid of me or something? I mean, I'm okay with this. Use. When they jump over, they do go for an attack there, which is kind of annoying. I think they may be breaking my stuff down there, which is a problem. You still alive? No, good. Not my best work, I'm going to be honest, chat. Certainly not my best work. But considering it's still working, despite being all over the place, it's also not my worst. Come on then. I'll let my stamina regen. Oh, you're dead. Never mind. Oh my lord. My aim is garbage. Come on. That works too. Are you the last? You might actually be the last. Go. No, it is definitely not the last. We've got to mow. Is there anyone else down there? Oh, hi. Oh, a couple of them fell into the pit. I do approve. I kind of don't as well, though. I kind of need them to stop attacking everything down there. So while Mo is busy doing other things, I will just try and take these ones down and get them to come to me. But this is why you want to be able to move around, is because it'll encourage them to move from side to side, which will hopefully allow me to get better firing angles on them before they break everything. There we go. It looks like those spikes did not last long enough. We got anyone down there still? Hello? We've got a lonely Mo. Well, calm yourself. There we go. That it? Are we done? I think we might be. Yes. Okay. Not too bad. Alright, there we go, chat. Well, finally, we've got a better shovel. We'll win that for a stupidly long time. And we've got crafting book. How much damage did they do? They took out one ladder. Alright, okay, so what I should have had by the time that the Horde night happened is stairs going all the way up here, so it's really easy for them to decide that is a good way to go. And then some sort of room up here with a suitable protective front. Do the bags float towards you now, or was that a weird visual glitch? If you hold down E. If you hold down E, then they will all move towards you. I feel I deserve some food. And a drink. Not too bad, chat. I didn't even use the good arrows. Let's reload all my weapons. And the shotgun. Hatches to make the Zeds jump work better, by the way. Are they as durable, though, as a full block? I don't recall. Also, do the hatches... Do they land on the hatches? Because one of the nice things about them landing on this block is that they stumble when they come off it, and quite often land hard, so they go down a bit. Whereas a hatch, when they jump because it's so thin, they simply jump straight over it, then it would not slow them down as much. I really wanted some more things to drink, sadly. Does this give me any water? No. It does give me food, so I'll have it, I guess. But I'm going to need some water then. Also going to need to replace all of the spikes in here and properly build this out for the next Horde night. This room should be sufficient for a 3x3, in which I can have the path kind of go around the perimeter and entryway at the back, so that they are inclined to go around and try and come in from there, and then I could put like robo turrets on the sides if that was an option for me. So on and so forth. But again, this was, even though it failed, still significantly over-prepared for the first Horde night. If I'd have died there, I would have felt bad. Like, really bad about myself. Where is the base? That way. Oop. Not paying attention to where I was going. I damaged my back. Damn it! But yeah, from this point on, I believe hordes are quite aggressively suppressed. Like, zombie spawns right now are very greatly reduced because we've just survived Horde. Though, it isn't over until it's over, so we're going to wait until 4 AM to call it. If I die to something stupid before then, well, just remember that you owe me half of your winnings, pessimists. Right, pop that in there. Not even bother turning it on though. That's what I meant to collect. I forgot. Yeah, I could still run into a wolf, yeah. I have 2 stone shovels. I do. I do have 2 stone shovels. I didn't notice that. I thought it was weird that I'd repaired one, but I still had to... had it to repair. At this stage, I see no reason to be using stone arrows, so I'm just going to scrap them into stones or whatever else I can get out of them. Wood, in this case. Actually, that would have been quite useful. Plaster cast can go somewhere. This can go in there as well. Pop this down there. I should actually make a chest. But yeah, I might see about the hatch. I just feel the hatches are too flimsy. Like, visually, they just don't feel right. But I will explore whether they would work as well. I'll definitely have a look. I want to pop everything that I intend to sell in there. Oh, that's true, actually. Maybe I should be holding on to those for now. And because it seems that it's going to be better for me to get a pistol and pop the silencer on it than having the rifle with the silencer. Mileage may vary, of course, but... this off as well. Right, let's have a look at our skills, see how we're going to spend them. Got 2 points available. And I would like to... well, I mean, if I took Gunslinger, I would start getting the chance of getting a 9mm. But I think I would prefer Knife Guy. Stamina cost reduced by 15%. And 30 for power attacks, and since I mostly use power attacks with that. Run and gun might be useful. Movement when reloading is reduced by 30%. The penalty. That is a big drop. That's a really, really big drop. Not being slowed down because I'm reloading could literally mean the difference between life and death, because we saw how incredibly slow I became when I had to stop, when I was reloading before. Also, getting hay dirt so that I can get more wood would be very nice, especially since that also affects the amount of experience you get, I believe. So cardio, because while I was running around, I was really struggling with stamina during that fight. So right now, this is an opportunity for me to shore up some holes in things that I noticed. I think it's between run and gun and cardio, and I think I've already waited over long on getting cardio, so we're going to pop that final point in there. Right, we've got just 20 more minutes left for something to come out of nowhere and kill me. And for chat to lose all of their dapper ducats. Hold on to hope, pessimists. Who knows what'll happen. Go. And let's go grab this. Let's bike over a mine. No. A hopeful pessimist. Sounds like a stranger. Yeah. Let's go. There we go. Alright, we made it. Day 8. We survived the Horde, chat. With the flimsiest Horde base imaginable. I hope many of you made many dapper ducats there. How many were lost? How many were gained? I shall find out in just a moment. Let's get quickly up top where I can settle down and then have a quick look. But I'm afraid that is going to be it for the stream as far as the game is concerned. We're going to be wrapping things up here. From the beginning to Horde Night, and then in the future, generally speaking, I'll be aiming to go from one Horde Night to the next. So hopefully... Duke Light's actually doing reasonably well. I would like to get another one as well, though. But right, let's have a quick look. See details. All right, it was 69.6 thousand dapper ducats versus 6.1. Honestly, going with the pink pessimist was just the financially best choice. You stood to make the most of the least amount of investment. I can't say anything bad about that, frankly. I mean, it would have been nice if everyone was absolutely certain I would survive, but no. I do not blame you, chat. I'm disappointed, but I understand. All right, but that is going to be it from me. If you've still got a bit of Twitch watching left in you, then hang tight, and I'll see if there's someone that we can raid. But as for 7 days for this stream, that's it. That's your lot. Thank you for joining me, everyone. It was a pleasure. It always is with the Dapplings. And I look forward to the next time we stream. But until then, take care.